it's going to be on this page that you need to enter a specific prompt. So for those of you that don't really know how DeepSeek works, you're going to be able to type in prompts into this message box right here. And from there, DeepSeek is going to be able to give you a response back depending on what you put into it. So what I'm going to do is just quickly enter this prompt. I want to sell an educational digital product. Can you give me the 10 most searched niches for a digital course or ebook that people are searching for on Google? And this brings me on to one of the first questions that so many of you had, which is, why is it that we're going to be selling products that people are searching for on Google? Now, if you didn't know already, Google is the #1 most visited website, and it's also the biggest search engine on the entire planet. And what this means is that if we're able to find a specific search term that people or millions of people are searching for on Google, then of course we're going to be able to now build a digital product around that and do our best when it comes to putting that digital product in front of those people that are looking for that information. I found this to be the best way of being able to earn money online. If you're able to position a product in front of traffic that's searching for that product, then the chances of you being able to make money in your sleep is going to be a lot higher. And that's how I've been able to generate millions of dollars on the internet. So I'm just going to type this prompt in just like that and then click on enter. Okay, so DeepSeek was thinking for around 60 seconds. And if I just scroll down slightly, we're going to be able to see the final answer that it came back with, which is niches like personal finance and investing, digital marketing, health and wellness, remote work. The list goes on and on. And another thing that I wanted to emphasize during this stage is that you want to make sure that you pick a particular niche for your digital product that you're passionate about. One common mistake that I see so many people making that want to earn money on the internet is that they don't really think about what they want to do over the long term. I understand that most of you probably have things to pay for right now, but you also need to have a long-term mindset when it comes to whatever products that you're trying to sell. Reason being is that there's going to be various different obstacles along the way. I'm not saying that this is a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. So whichever one that you pick, you need to have some sort of interest around it. You need to have some sort of passion so that even when you do face those obstacles, you're not going to give up straight away. But of course, it goes without saying that whichever one that you do pick, you want to make sure that there's a large group of people searching for information about it. So since DeepSeek has come back with all of these different options, the one that I'm going to double check is going to be remote work. And on that previous video, I showed you how I use Google Trends for me to figure out exactly if people are searching for it or not. Now, a lot of people still don't know what Google Trends is and how it works. It's really quite simple. Basically, you're going to be able to use it when it comes to checking the trends in terms of the amount of people that are going onto the Google homepage and searching for specific keywords or search terms. So it's a really powerful tool. It's completely free, and I've been using it for more than 8 years now with various different online businesses. And you're also going to be able to use it when it comes to selling digital products as well. So what I'm going to do is just type in remote work just like this and then click on explore. And it's going to be from here that you need to update the necessary filters. So I've already done that. I've set it to United States, and I've also changed the time frame to 2004 to present day. And I'm sure just by looking at this graph, you guys can see that there's a clear uptrend in terms of the amount of people that have been going onto Google to search for this keyword. And it started to increase a lot more, of course, after 2020. And right now we're at an all-time high. And what's really interesting about using Google Trends is that you're going to be able to type in the word guide at the end of the search term, or even the word course, and it's going to be able to give you an idea of if this is trending as well. So people are clearly going onto Google and searching for a remote work course. And this is information that I wouldn't have been able to know if I wasn't using an AI bot like DeepSeek. So it's really important for you guys to remember that when it comes to using an AI bot like DeepSeek, you want to make sure that you're using it like a tool. You don't want to treat it like some sort of magic genie in your bedroom granting all of your money wishes. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the prompts that you're inserting into it and the reasons why you're using those prompts in the first place. But nevertheless, when it comes to actually making a digital product, you're not going to be able to use DeepSeek to help you do this. You're going to have to utilize another one. And at the time of me recording this video, this is one of the best digital product makers that are on the market. The main reason for this is because it's completely free for you to sign up. I'm going to leave a link in my description down below. All you got to do is just click on sign up for free. And once you've created your account, this is going to be the next page that you're going to see. Now, Gamma is going to be able to help you do a couple different things. It's going to be able to help you when it comes to creating a PDF document or a web page, or if you wanted to use it when it comes to making an educational guide, the one that you're going to use is the presentation tab. And I wanted to quickly clarify a couple different things that you need to know when it comes to using Gamma. Now, when it comes to most educational guides out there, the majority of them are done on presentation slides. And then from there, the educational guide seller then turns it into video lectures. And Gamma.app is basically going to give you the presentation foundation for you to move forward and work from. And it works in such a simple way because all you got to do is once again enter the prompt for what you're trying to do. And as a quick example, and I don't want to overcomplicate this video, I'm just going to use this simple prompt. I'm going to say make an educational guide for beginners searching for a remote guide in the USA. And one important point that I want to raise as well during this stage is that when it comes to selling any type of information online, of course you don't want to put useless information in it, but for you to be able to charge a decent amount, it's going to come from you making sure that there's valuable information in it as well. And one of the ways that you can ensure that is by increasing the amount of cards when it comes to producing the educational guide on Gamma. Essentially, one card is one presentation slide. So I would say try and do the most possible depending on what your guide is about. But in today's video, I'm just going to put 15 cards because I don't want this video to be too long. And then from there, I'm just going to click on generate outline. Now, the reason why I recommend using a tool like Gamma.app is because as you can see, it's going to be able to produce the entire outline for the entire guide. So I don't need to think about it. I don't need to, brainstorm what is each chapter going to be about. I can use this to kind of spark some ideas. And then from there, if I don't want a specific chapter in this guide, I'm going to be able to easily remove it. And if I also wanted to move any one of these different chapters in the outline up or down, I'm going to be able to easily do that by dragging it and dropping it. But I'm sure that you guys get how the outline works. If I just scroll down slightly, when it comes to the theme, this is what your digital product is going to look like. You want to find a theme that matches your brand of whatever you're trying to build. I'm just going to leave it on this theme over here. And once again, you want to make sure that there's a lot of value in your digital product. So when it comes to the content section, you want to make sure that you select detailed. And if you want Gamma.app to use specific types of images, you're going to be able to insert any information right here. But for now, I'm just going to click on generate. And just like that, as you guys can see on the screen right now, Gamma.app is producing the educational guide, and I'm not fast forwarding anything. Everything you can see is being done in real time. All of the different graphics, all of the different images, all of that was done using AI. And not that many people know about this. A lot of people out there don't realize that they can make an educational guide like this in a matter of minutes. So I believe this to be a really powerful tool. If you're able to combine AI bots like this in combination with tools like DeepSeek, then before you know it, you're going to have multiple different digital products out there bringing you a passive source of income. And one thing that I didn't mention too much in that previous video that's super important for you guys to know is that when it comes to using AI to do anything, especially when it comes to an educational product, you want to cross-check everything. You want to look at all of the text, all of the information, and make sure that you're completely happy with it. That's why I always recommend that whatever educational digital product that you're looking to make and sell is something that you've got some sort of common knowledge about, because you don't want to be in a situation where there's a big error or some sort of misinformation, because all that's going to happen is that your customers are going to start requesting refunds and chargebacks once you do start making sales, and this is something that you need to avoid. So again, just go through everything, make sure that you're completely happy with it, go through all of the images, the text, make any changes that you need to, and once you've done that, all you then need to do is click on these three dots, come over here to where it says export, and it's going to be from here that you're now going to be able to export it as either a PDF, PowerPoint, or as an image. But I would recommend to export it as a PowerPoint, but of course it's completely up to you and how you want to do things. But the reason why I tend to export it as a PowerPoint is because it now allows me to add an AI voiceover to it, which is going to add more value and allow me to sell the product at a higher price point. If you want to sell it without a voiceover, that's completely up to you. But if you wanted to add that extra value and maybe generate more sales and reduce your refunds, add in some sort of a voiceover. It doesn't need to be an AI voiceover. You can use your own voice. That's something that I would maybe recommend. But if you didn't want to use your voice, then you've got the option of going over to this AI bot over here called 11 Labs. Again, it's another free tool that you can use. I may have a link to it in my description. Just click on Get Started for free. And once you log in, it's going to take you to this page over here where you're going to be able to use their range of voices when it comes to having a narration for your educational digital product. And to quickly show you what I would personally do when it comes to adding a voiceover onto my presentation, I'm just going to come back over to it just like this and grab the top text over here and then paste it in there just like this and then click on generate speech. Once that's been done and you've listened to it, all you need to do is just download it. And then if you want to add the voiceover to your presentation slide, you're just going to open it up just like this, come over to insert at the top, then click on audio, then click on audio from file, and from there you should now see this. So I'm just going to quickly play it just so that you have an idea of exactly what it's going to sound like.
Welcome to your comprehensive guide to remote work in the USA. This presentation will walk you through everything you need to know about working remotely, from finding the right job to thriving in a virtual environment. Get ready to unlock a world of flexibility and career opportunities.
So there you go. I'm sure that you guys are blown away at how realistic that sounds. And you're going to repeat that process over and over again for every single page in the presentation. And then literally from there, you're going to be able to now export the PowerPoint presentation as video lectures. And that's what you're going to use when it comes to, selling your digital product online. But this now brings me on to one of the most common questions that I've gotten when it comes to doing this side hustle, which is, Sam, how exactly can I list my digital product for sale? Now, there's a number of different ways that you can do it. For example, what you can do is use Teachable. It's completely free if you want to use it, and it's definitely a great way to start. But at the same time, if you want to take a little bit more control when it comes to being able to drive traffic to your digital product, then maybe going down the route of building your own website is going to be the best bet. I personally use both Teachable and I've got my own website selling digital products as well. And the way that you can get a website built really, really quick is by using something like Hostinger. Getting your website up and running isn't difficult to do whatsoever. You're going to be able to use the link in my description, come over to Hostinger, click on Claim Deal. Just make sure that when you're building your website, you click on the Business Website Builder. Reason being is that you're going to be able to use various different AI features. You're also going to be able to have up to 100 websites, get a free domain. There's so many different benefits of using this particular package. And I'd also say that if you're looking to take this serious, when it comes to the period of how long you're going to have the website for, you want to choose one of the longer periods, for example, 48 months or even 24 months if you want. And that's because you're going to get various different added features, benefits, and also various different discounts as well. So once you complete that, just click on continue. And as I mentioned before, building a website in a matter of minutes to sell your digital product isn't difficult to do. Now let's assume that I wanted to build a website right now called Remote Work Mastery. All I'm going to need to do is just enter a brief description just like this. For now, I'm going to say that I want to build a blog website. And I'm also going to be able to add the digital product for sale on this website as well. But I'm just going to keep it simple, type in this prompt and then click on create a website. And there we go. This is the first draft of the website. So far, everything looks ready to go. Of course, there's going to be minor changes that you need to make, e.g. these different placeholders over here for the phone number and the email. You're also going to have to update your social media accounts if you have any, and you've got the flexibility to add any pages that you want to as well. And this actually now brings me on to one of the common questions that I got in my DMs from that previous video, which is the fact that how can you drive traffic to your website for you to actually make sales? Now, this is a valid question and it deserves a valid answer. When it comes to building a website, there's multiple different ways that you can drive traffic to it. One of the first ways is with SEO, which is search engine optimization. Once you've got your website built, you've made it go live, what you need to do is register for a Google Search Console account. This is free to do and it's really simple. Basically, you're going to allow Google to know that your website exists. And by doing that, you're going to be in a position where you can get your website ranked on the first page or even the second page of Google, but you're going to be in the position of being able to get organic traffic. And the way that you can build up that organic traffic going onto your website is by using blog articles, and you can use Hostinger when it comes to writing the article, as you can see over here. Because, for example, all you're going to need to do is just enter a short description for what the blog article is going to be about. Right here, as you can see, I've just said, write a article titled 10 mistakes to avoid when looking for a remote job, and also promote a digital product that teaches the steps to start a remote job. I'm going to keep the length of the content short just so that it does it quickly. I'm going to keep the tone of voice formal, and I'm just going to click on create content. And just like that, it's now come back with this fully written article. And this saves so much time, so much energy, and you're going to be able to do this over and over again and be consistent when it comes to publishing articles that's going to bring people to the website. Now, of course, using organic SEO isn't the only way. You can use social media, short form videos when it comes to bringing people onto the website. And I've got another video coming out real soon that's going to break down how you can do this utilizing AI. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss that video. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not long ago where I show you how you can use AI bots like ChatGPT when it comes to being able to start a side hustle from your bedroom that doesn't require too much money, just click the link over there, watch that straight after this. In the world that we're living in right now, there's so many different options out there to choose from as a beginner that's looking to earn some sort of a side income so that you can buy your freedom back and live the life that you want to live. But whatever the case, guys, I'm wishing you luck on your journey, and I'll catch you in that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.